Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick tip. My tip today is one that I have covered before, but it's always worth bringing up again every so often, and it's how to secure vellum without the adhesive showing. So I'm going to be layering this layering vellum as it is, onto some white card. I've actually cut it longer than it needs to be for this. We're going to cover it actually with a strip here, which means this bit of it is going to be hidden. So one of the tips that I'm going to give you is to just give yourself a little bit of excess if you're layering things together, and then we can hide some of the adhesive behind here. So what I'll do is I'll just line that up there so I know where is going to be hidden, and if I get it straight with my grid paper in the background, that's going to help me a bit as well. So just get that lined up. If you can hear the dog snoring, I'm sorry, he's underneath the craft table as always. He likes to be in here with me. So this is the He's the Man DSP, and I'm using one of the patterns from it and some of the press out pieces, as you can see. So like I say, one of the things I'm going to do is pop that behind there. It won't be seen. Now the next thing is I'm going to pop my little camper van here, so I know that I can also put a bit of an anchor just there. So if my camper van's going there, if I snip a little bit of tear and tape, then I can lay that behind where I'm going to put that, and that will get hidden as well. And then the final thing that I'm going to do to cover this is I'm just going to grab my glue dots. I'm going to use a couple of these adhesive back rustic metallic dots in the corners. So what I can also do is use a couple of glue dots, and then we'll cover those up with these. So let's just get those pretty evenly distributed. Come on, go down. That's it, like that. Right, so now I can put my adhesive on, and I just loved how we've still got the layering vellums with the map motif on, overprinted with the map, and I thought that that would go so well with this particular pattern of He's the Man paper, which has got a bit of a travel theme to it. So I'm now just going to layer that down, and the adhesive doesn't show through too badly, but if you're a bit eagle-eyed like me, you can see it. So I just feel a lot better having that to be able to cover it up and know that it's not going to be evident. So I'm now just going to cover this, and that'll take care of that tear and tape. I could have put the tear and tape down a little bit lower still. And the other thing that I'm going to do actually is add a bit of ribbon to this. So that in any case would cover, that's another way of covering any tear and tape that would be in the background. So let's do that. And as always, I prefer to use tear and tape to secure this on the reverse. So we'll pop that, and make sure that that's in shot, and I can just see through to see where that's going. I take a pick tool to, a lot easier for getting the backing off. And this soft succulent is great. It makes a wonderful masculine card, but to be honest, it could work as a as a card for a lady as well. So let's wrap that round there. And we've got some nice lines going on our vellum, so we can follow those like that. That now can go onto our card front, which is also soft succulent. Just get that flowing. And then I'll just demonstrate briefly how we're covering up that other bit of adhesive. So we're going to pop that down there like that. And there's a little bit of adhesive there. You might not be able to see it. It's not hugely visible, but like I say, it's one of those things that if you're a crafter, you generally can see it, you can spot it. Possible that the recipient wouldn't have any idea. So I'm going to pop that, I'm actually going to pop it down so that the wheels are kind of hovering over the ribbon. The other press out that I've used is this one about adventure. This is actually going to have a birthday sentiment on the inside. So please pop over to the blog to see that. I'll just try and get that centered. And then we can pop a few dimensionals on the back. Of course, this isn't actually covering anything, but for me, it's another sentiment that I wanted to add, and it's a nice way of balancing that little camper van. So we're going to pop that there, and I've just come in about the same amount from that edge as the camper van is from that edge. So we've just got a couple more tiny bits to cover up. There is a glue dot there and a glue dot there, and again, they're not hugely evident, but when we pop the metallic dots, rustic dots over the top, then you're really not going to know that they're there. And I'm just going to balance those with here, dots as well on the bottom piece, again just to give it a little bit of balance, bringing them in as much on either side. So there we've got a few ways that we've actually anchored this vellum without the adhesive showing. We've got the strip behind the DSP and the ribbon here. We've got a small strip behind the camper van here, and we've got a couple of mini glue dots behind these metallic dots here. So that's a great way of keeping that vellum nice and anchored. It's a little bit loose just there, but it's not going to come away at all. It's well anchored there. So I hope that that's a tip that you can use for adding your vellum to projects. Please do subscribe to my channel below to get a quick tip every Friday and see a quick card every Monday. Thank you for stopping by.